A new videotape from Indonesia for the first time shows the devastating tsunami as it barreled through Aceh province 2 weeks ago. The video shows a roiling torrent of dark brown water as it engulfs a busy street, picking up cars and minivans and sending people scrambling up the sides of buildings.
Bilang Banda Aceh udah habis.
I've been in Aceh since 2005, in fact 2 months after the tsunami, and seeing what Aceh today is extremely encouraging to see how far they have gone. The government declared quite a long period of a relief operation, so we operated immediately only after the relief period was over, and then MDF was requested to support the construction.
A key decision made by the Multi-Donor Fund in 2005 was to implement community-driven development in the Urban Poverty Project, Kecamatan Development Program, and Recompact Housing Program.
Basically, an approach whereby you provide the community access for decision and resources. So the community basically making decision and also have the resources, been provided the resources to carry out the decision. A program that basically developed based on the need of a community and also implemented by the community.
In the immediate aftermath of the tsunami, the Urban Poverty Project helped victims help themselves to figure out what needed to be done to rebuild their communities. In support of the Urban Poverty Project, the Recompact Housing Program encouraged these communities to get actively involved in rebuilding their homes. With input from the communities and guidance from facilitators, all houses have access to roads, water, sanitation, electrical networks, and are even built earthquake-resistant.
Ada besi khusus di dalamnya yang sesuai dengan aturan gempa. Ya, kalau kita hitung aturannya 40D panjang penyalurannya.
Was it easy to get communities involved in development?
No, it was not. It was very difficult. When we started, as I mentioned, when we started the program, the system was not in place to put so much trust and so much funds to the community. So it was not easy to start this kind of program. You have to have confidence and you have to be patient.
The challenges of getting communities involved were felt by many of the MDF facilitators in the field.
Awal-awal cukup berat karena bekerja dengan masyarakat yang belum memahami proses program Rekompa ini. Tapi dengan pendekatan yang kontinu, asik juga. Karena masyarakat akhirnya bisa memahami bagaimana proses membangun yang baik.
The Multi-Donor Fund got communities involved in building 11% of the 120,000 houses that were reconstructed in Aceh. In some cases, the Multi-Donor Fund helped communities rebuild and rehabilitate entire villages.
Sudah tsunami, desa ini yang tadinya banyak rumah hancur semua dan yang tersisa hanya satu bangunan. Dengan bantuan dan pendampingan dari program Rekompa, masyarakat desa ini kembali membangun desanya yang lebih tertata rapi lingkungannya dan sekarang telah membangun 309 unit rumah.
I think if the first learning that one can draw from this is that it's so important to actually work with the victims and have the victim be part of the solution, rather than spoon-feeding the victim and considering that the victim is completely incapable of doing things. In fact, by getting them in the forefront of recovery, help them to ease the pain that they just passed through, and it's a healing process for them. I could see that the people, the community that participated in this project, quite early in the program has been able to organize themselves.
Block grants given by the Multi-Donor Fund helped communities rebuild key infrastructure and restore livelihoods. The Urban Poverty Program, or UPP, gave $18 million in block grants to municipalities, while the Kecamatan Development Program, also known as KDP, gave $17 million to villages.
Program PPK memang berbeda dengan program lain. Kalau program lain mungkin langsung diserahkan kepada kontraktor, tapi kalau PPK semua tahapan kegiatan dilakukan oleh masyarakat, baik itu perencanaan, pelaksanaan maupun pemanfaatan akhir oleh masyarakat.
This technique helped restore community infrastructure in over 3,000 villages across Aceh and Nias.
Jalan ini dibangun oleh P2KP atas usulan masyarakat, sehingga banyak pengguna jalan merasa berterima kasih kepada P2KP karena masyarakat tidak perlu jauh-jauh memutar untuk menuju ke jalan hitam.
Sebelum ini nggak ada, di sini pakai air asin, nggak ada air bersih.
Salah satu program PNPM ini adalah penahan banjir. Yang dulunya kita selalu tiap tahun menerima banjir, tapi sekarang kita sudah nggak ada lagi.
The UPP and KDP programs had their challenges too.
Tantangannya memang ada, bayangkan saja masyarakat sebelumnya tidak pernah mengelola dana, apalagi dalam jumlah besar. Yang bagusnya di program PPK, yang pertama membangun prasarana infrastruktur yang sangat dibutuhkan masyarakat atas usulan masyarakat itu sendiri. Kemudian kedua yang lebih utama, masyarakat dapat terberdaya dengan program ini.
To overcome these challenges, participants were given more education and training.
Dengan dilakukan pendampingan oleh Fastback, Fastroom, dan diberikan pelatihan-pelatihan. Dan juga bimbingan dari kami di kecamatan.
Dan PPK berhasil karena setiap sarana dan prasarana dibangun, didukung oleh masyarakat dan pemerintah.
The KDP program also helped restore livelihoods by giving microfinance loans.
Ini adalah salah satu jenis usaha pandai besi yang didanai oleh SPP yang ada di Kecamatan Kampung Baru.
This metal shop, which received a $200 loan, supports 3 families.
Looking back, I think even today Aceh is somehow better than before tsunami in terms of development, in terms of openness, and in terms of economic dynamic in the area. I think Aceh have gone very far, and it looks extremely encouraging. It shows that the people in Aceh can do it. The people in Aceh has shown that they can be in forefront of recovery, of their own recovery. Instead of being spoon-fed, they actually take ownership, take leadership, and move forward.
The community-driven development approach used in Aceh's reconstruction has created strong ownership of housing and infrastructure, sustainable development, and the understanding that the future of Aceh is really in the hands of the people.
It was very impressive. It was obvious that there's been a great effort made in reconstruction, and the overall progress was very, very good. And also very obvious that the success of this program was very much because of the facilitators that we have on the ground, such as Joel and Dedi, and their efforts and working with the communities is really what's helped to bring this to something that is relevant in replacing what people have lost after the tsunami.